TikTok Live. Have that whole conversation on TikTok Live just to try to prove a point. That's so weird to me. And it was very triggering for many people. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. But you need to stop lying to people, because on everything I love, I will go live every single day and I will replay your live from beginning to end so that people learn the truth. And will. And stop saying that you were not disrespectful to my niece, because it's in 4K. It's in 4K multiple times. It's screenshotted in comments. It's also in a video when you talk about her garden for no fucking reason other than you're just petty and mad. You're just upset and mad, right? You know what you don't talk about, though? What you don't talk about is the fact that your friend that you sat with, right? The friend that you sat with, that you sent me her personal business, and then when it was being addressed, not only did you lie to her, I caught you lying, right? That you put on your kids. You laughed while you were on live. Your friend was crying about what you sent me, being her op. And you not only were talking shit to her, basically saying, stop texting me, Loca, stop playing in MJ's face. And then you were laughing. There was only one time that you showed emotion, and that's when she sat over here and she started bawling. You don't care. You never cared. You don't care about your friends. You have literally dragged every single one of them. The second you get an itch that you can't scratch, that's what the fuck you do. You have a full history of it, right? You want to act like you're a victim so bad, but what you don't tell the internet is when you got mad at Snickers, you also outed the situation with her daughter. That you still to this day claim you never did. Yes, you did. How do you think everybody knows about it? Because your mouth sat on TikTok Live and you outed that on TikTok Live. You're like, I don't think you think. I don't think you think when you open your mouth about the things that you've done, right? What you should have sat over there when you were in Smashley's live thinking you're doing your big one in the comments was the reason of a lot of things of why that whole group is upset with each other you've done. Does she know that right around the time or just prior to when Amy S. was her mod that you had green screened her children? Because you were mad? The fact that you have also green screened deceased? Because you were mad? You were also a TikTok Live address and house sharer? Because you were mad? That you got caught with the N-word, but now you just want to blame that on David too? Oh, which is odd, because when you go down David's Facebook, he's never even shared a post with the word. But you know who did? You did. Yeah. Yeah. The comments on that post, ma'am, pretty much gives it away that it's you. But go ahead, sis. Go ahead, sis. Because that's what you do with accountability. You don't take it. You'd rather blame everybody else and everything else before you take accountability, right? Which is how your essay made it to live in the first place, right? Because you wanted forever to blame Naya for the fake page that was behind your children, right? You forever, with zero proof, wanted to keep blaming her. People dragged that girl, zero proof, right? You tried to say that your friends fell out with you because you felt like in that situation when you shared it in the Discord, they just weren't there for you enough, right? And in that moment, I felt for you too. I did. I said it on live, right? Until the fucking truth came out. Until the truth came out. And the truth is that you were upset with them and you didn't want to talk to them because some of them were talking to Naya and it pissed you off. But then it looked weird. It looked weird because then all of a sudden you were in Naya's box. So clearly you needed to come up with another reason of why you actually fell out with them, since everybody else was calling you out for it, since you were trying to tell everybody they were a bad friend, and they were like, what are you talking about? We did check on you. We did talk to you in calls. We were DMing you. What are you talking about, right? Just like you tried to tell Loca that what was said in my Discord was about Kristen, and you put it on your kids. We knew that was a lie too, because you had just got done being live dragging all of Kristen's business. We knew it was a lie. It didn't fit. It didn't fit because you said you were going to go live and drag. You already had. We knew it was a lie. You highly dislike accountability, and you will go to every single length to not have to take it. It bothers you so bad to be wrong that you will go to any length to prove, however you need to, that maybe you just weren't wrong. Even if it means that you make everybody else around you look bad. That's what you do. And it's proven. It's been proven time and time again. I had to go live and prove it again today. You lied about not speaking my niece's name in vain. And then you try to take a deeper dig and tell me, well, I mean, it's the truth, so it's not really my fault if you can't handle the truth. Really? Really? Wishing her garden would wash away because you're angry? Bitch, that wasn't my garden, it was hers. So how can you try to portray that wasn't taking a dig at her, speaking ill on her? You saying her name at all is speaking ill on her. She's not your niece. You did not grieve that loss at all. You didn't respect that loss at all. Because it's the first thing you want to do and talk about every time you see me in a live when you realize you don't bother me, is bring her name up. Hello? Like, you're cold and empty. You're probably one of the coldest and emptiest people that I've ever met. And don't ever say you were my friend because you don't even know dumb shit about me like I vaped. You tried to tell the internet that you stressed me out so bad I picked up smoking and I should probably get that handled. Bitch, I've smoked forever. Hello? Like, you don't make any sense. You don't know a fucking thing about me. You don't know a thing about me. You think it's a flex to talk. You had everybody saying, oh, well, you outed Loca's addiction. No, the fuck I didn't. I've been asking for proof of that for how long? But you know what they all co-sign? You sitting live talking about everybody else's. And do. Because like I said, should I play that live from beginning to end? So that everybody can listen to how vile you both were about addiction and what people should do? And you didn't even tell the truth. Again, that's how I know you don't know a damn thing about me. First of all, you keep talking about a woman that I don't even talk to. Bitch, she's not even on my birth certificate. She's my birth mother. Hello? If you knew anything about me, you would remember that I'm adopted. She's not even on my birth certificate. You are literally talking to a woman that I don't talk to. You're talking about a woman I don't talk to. Thinking that you're eating. This is why you are a dangerous friend. If you sit with her, do not tell her a fucking thing about you. Because the second she's upset, every single thing about you that she does know is going to be public. She has proved it time and time again. There is a whole list of people that she gets upset with, and all of your business is online. All of it. All of it. And then when she figures out that she's not bothering you, she's going to make shit up because she did that too. I literally had to go live with court paperwork to prove that she was lying, even though she knew the truth. That's how much of a safe and appropriate friend that she claims to be. When have I done that to you, Becca? I still haven't went as low as you. All that shit, there were lives and lives. Any box that you could get in, any chat that you could get in right up till last night, and you want to say that I'm obsessed with you? You know what it's giving? That maybe your heart is a little more upset. Like, were you actually obsessed with me because you just can't seem to not be where I'm being spoke about? You're the first one there. You're the first one with something to say. even if it's a lie, even if it's a narrative, no matter what it is. You are the first bitch in the chats that are talking about me. You are in love with MJ Hate Train. Like, you are. You absolutely are. It's giving maybe you had a little more feelings than you ever admitted, is that's giving. Because why else? Why else the obsession? I don't follow y'all around. I don't come in your chats, and in general, I don't even watch your lives because I don't give a fuck what you have to say. I can't think of one single person that sits over there that actually tells the fucking truth. How many times have the people that you got stuck with, and yes, I said stuck with because you know you got stuck with them, because you treated everybody else like shit. Didn't Becca talk about blues addiction? Absolutely did. Multiple people. There's no limit with her. There's never been a limit with her. She just thinks that because, well, I own it, at least I own it, I'm vile. Everybody knows that about me, that it's okay. That it's okay. She's done it to multiple fucking people. And somehow still tries to make herself a fucking victim out of it. I talked about this yesterday, which is why Smashley ended up streaming me, right? The hypocrisy. What business do you have trying to spin a narrative or lie or even clock somebody else for some shit that you do? How? How are you still a victim, but you sat in my live and you told me that you hope that I get great over something that I didn't do? You're literally telling the internet that I dissected your essay and that never happened. You did that in your own live, ma'am. And I can prove this. So what are you trying to do? You know I can prove it because you know that I have the whole live. I streamed it. I streamed it because you said that you hoped that I would be a hot shot and that my mother would put me in her arm. Do you forget? But I was supposed to sit silent while you and your little friend that was going to call CPS on you did your big one. But you're a victim. But your girlfriend is a victim of Dalton, an SA victim of Dalton, right? But you were in Smash's chat last night reaching out and talking to him. And have the screenshots, have already showed them, and I got dragged about that too. Do we need a reminder? I wasn't allowed to play a public clip, right? You didn't want me to. It was unfair for Nay to not be unblocked to come give her victim testimony. So you didn't want me to play it. And I refused to unblock her, so I just showed respect and I didn't play the clip. I only played Dez's. But now all of a sudden, you're talking to your girlfriend Schmabuser, Becca? Why can't you stop talking about me? Why is it that everywhere that's streaming me or talking about me or all this shit, why is it that you can't stop talking about me, but you can't host your own live to talk about how much of a fucking pathological liar you are? Why is that, Becca? Why is that? Why aren't you honest with your friends and tell them that you lied to them? You got caught in 4K. You put that shit on your kids. And then when she sat in my box and bawled her fucking eyes out, you were laughing. You told her to stop texting you and to stop playing in my face. That's how much of a good fucking friend you are. Then when her situation happened, you blamed it on me, acting like as her friend, you didn't just dog shit all over that girl. Because you'd rather blame it on me, because you'd rather it be an MJ hate train. Let me explain something to you, bitch. When you called the cops to get that said friend help, and they walked away from her, guess what the fuck you did? You checked out and you went to your spicy page. You didn't give a fuck. So this weird facade that you put online, that you're such a good friend and you're this and that and yada yada, You are the first person to go put all of their fucking business out on live. Because you did it to her too. Except you didn't do it on live. What you did was you thought you were going to set it up so that I would do it on live. And I didn't do that, and it fucking backfired because I called you out. I called you out. And even after the fact, all the lives, every time you bitches go live and talk about me, I still called and got her help. And you still found a way to blame me. You still found a way to lie to that girl. Just like you fucking do for everybody else. And I've had enough. So I'm going to tell you again right now. If you keep going in these chats and you keep joining these MJ hate trains with this weird victim mentality, every live you're in, I'm going to request a box. If I can't get a box, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go live. And I am literally going to play your live where you admit to baiting that man. And I'm going to play it from beginning to end every single fucking time. And I'm going to let people make their own.
Passcode. Let me think. Let me think of a way to get him to admit it right now. Now.
I've never asked for the details.
So you want to talk about?
I've never asked for the details.
No.
Details are on the line.
The only one that keeps bringing it up is you, ma'am.
Essay, bitch.
The only one that keeps bringing it up is you, ma'am. And you just said that you didn't bait him. And I
hope
you didn't
you
bait him.
Too,
and you said on live and said you were going to bait him.
I hope you get raped, bitch.
Right. But you're a victim. But you're such a victim. Double tap. But you're such a victim. We're sick of your shit. We're sick of your shit. You're not going to win this one, I promise you. I promise you. Because I will dig everybody out of your past and I will platform them. And then we can really have the tough fucking conversations about all the friends you've dragged, all of their business that you've put out, every person's address that you've green screened, every person's deceased that you talked about, every person's kids that you had on a green screen. Every house you had on a green screen, every address you had on a green screen, every deceased you had on a green screen, because you fucking done that too. Every time you were on Facebook saying the N-word, I'm sure I could pull up a couple people where you've actually even texted it to. Keep fucking with me. I don't know how many times I have to tell you that this is chess, not checkers. You can't compete where you don't compare, and over here you can't compete where you don't fucking compare. You are the lowest of the fucking totem pole, and however many ways I have to color that in a fucking coloring book for you with 55 different colors of fucking crayons, bitch, that's exactly what the fuck I'm gonna do. Leave my niece's name out of your mouth, okay? She died from a disability last year, and she ain't got nothing to do with what the fuck misery you got going on in your life, bitch. Did you ever try to put two and two together with the fact that maybe because you're talking about her, maybe that's why your life's so miserable? Because you keep speaking her name in vain? A little girl that you didn't know? Was born without every ability that you have and that you waste, bitch. Every single one. From being able to walk, from being able to talk, from being able to eat normal, from being able to tell somebody she loves them, from being able to walk into a grocery store and shop, bitch. What is wrong with you? And you have the nerve to say her name. Start saying your own name, bitch. Start holding up a mirror and saying your own name. Because she did nothing to you. She did nothing to you. And I will lose every fucking thing I have behind her. So keep fucking going. Because I'll take a flight without the contract, bitch. And to you, this is nothing but a game. It's nothing but a game, but you just keep going. You want to be a victim so bad. You want to be a victim so bad. You create victims. That's the fucking problem with you. You create victims and somehow, some way, want to make yourself a victim out of it. That doesn't fucking work for me anymore. You got no business talking about her. I've never done a fuck thing to you to make you talk about her in any type of way. You dragged me and my girlfriend for over a month unwarranted. Pissed about what? What made you so mad that you wanted to call me your best friend but then try to dissect my life? And it took me almost 2 weeks to even give you a fucking response. What made you want to do that, bitch? Please tell the fucking class, you miserable fucking swine. Tell the class. How many more times do you have to sit on this app and lie and refuse accountability? How many more friends do you have to claim that you're the best and you shit all over them? How many? Well, why don't you focus on your relationship since you're so fucking invested in mine? Okay? Last time you were talking shit about me, I was face deep in cat. Do you want to talk about it, bitch? Do you want to try to talk about how miserable my life is that you know nothing about? Why don't you focus on yours? Why don't you have the conversation with your girlfriend about why you felt it was comfortable to kiki with her schmabuser and smash his live last night in the comments? Those are the conversations that you should be having. Okay? Stop worrying about my back shots. Stop it. Why are you so invested in what I have going on in my life and I don't even fuck with you? I don't. I didn't talk about you yesterday. I didn't talk about you the day before. Stop telling people I go live every day. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Do you want me to go live every day? Because if that's what you're requesting, I'm going to make you my content. I hope you know that. Loca, you already know they don't keep it real. That's why you get caught up in so much shit. Because you believe in these people that call you their fucking friend, and now all of a sudden you're in panels, you don't know what the fuck's going on, you believe every word they say, and now you're caught up in the fucking middle. The same way they fucking lied to you about what happened.
Yeah. Show them true colors. Go ahead. What else?
It's the same shit. She doesn't care. The bitch doesn't care. She's not a good friend. And I don't know how many different fucking ways I have to slice or how many more of her friends have to get dragged on TikTok live for people to understand she's not trustworthy. You're not safe.
Hey, MJ. I know that I be in panels with this and I don't know what's going on usually, but like I said, these are my friends, right? So I'm supposed to believe them, like I'm supposed to believe what they tell me. And I know that I don't know the whole story. Sorry, my brain's still fogged up from my getaway, if you will. So it's hard for me to get out words.
You name a time that I've ever lied to you? That I've ever told you something and like you can prove that I actually lied to you about something that I've told you?
No,
even
I haven't. I can't name a time that you lied to me, honestly.
Even if we were beefing, even if we weren't getting along, even if we fucking hated each other and I had to send you a DM on the back end, when has Becca actually ever caught me lying? Any of them. When have they actually caught me in a lie? Not because it was an MJ hate train and they wanted to spin a narrative, but because I actually lied about something or was dishonest.
Oh, I literally no, you have never lied to me. You at least you're the only one that has kept it real. I mean, from what I've seen. So, and then when I go up in these panels, I'm being told, that I'm being spoken on like you had like an interview with my mom, and that wasn't the case. And I was lied to with that, and I thought it was like a free-for-all, like when I was away, I thought you had like an interview with my mom. So obviously me hearing this, I'm gonna be hurt.
It's so frustrating because the shit, I mean, it gets co-signed. It gets co-signed. And sadly, especially with you, like you co-sign it. And
Oh,
I'm
and
not.
I can sit here and admit that I have co-signed stuff that, I can sit here and say that I definitely have co-signed stuff, but again, can you blame me? These are my friends, right? So I'm supposed to believe them. That's how I feel. Like I don't know. This just stresses me out.
I understand that not everybody's like me. I understand that not everybody tough loves like me. I understand that people aren't as honest as me, no matter how much heat. And I have caught so much fucking heat on this app.
No, I haven't said different things, Nicole, or Crash Out Bart, whoever you are. I haven't said different things. I've been going off of what I've been told from my friends. Well, no, you're right. That's a good question, Tai Tai. How many times are you going to allow them to lie to me? I mean, I don't know. That's the thing. That's the major question. You know, like I said, these are supposed to be my friends and I'm supposed to listen to what they're saying, but it's clearly not the case.
I want to ask you something. So the Becca live that happened, so the live that you came over here and I told you the truth
Yes.
about what was sent to me, the whole her blaming it on Kristen thing. Did you ever watch her portion, like what was going on in her live when that was happening?
No, I don't think I was around during that. I think I was away at that
No,
point.
you were in my box.
That night when
I'm
you were
talking
doing the
about.
wig?
So she was live and I was live.
Okay,
You were
yeah.
over here in my box. She was live at the same time. Did you ever replay? Did you ever watch
No,
her portion back?
I have not. No, I have not.
Yeah.
I don't get the recordings from them lives, so I wouldn't, see what was said.
Well, I have that particular live, so I will absolutely send you what her reactions were. Not only to you learning the truth, but to you bawling your fucking eyes out because your friend just sent your shit to your op.
Oh, wait, you're talking about that live when she was like making fun of me? Yeah, that was that. Yeah, my voice was cracking and she was like making fun of it. I don't know.
Like, see, and that's the hard part for me. And I feel like when it comes to you, that's a hard part for a lot of people because it's like, why don't you see it? Why don't you see it? Why don't you see the playing in the face? Like, yes, I have the entire time I've known you, I've tough loved you. The entire
Yes,
time. I
and
hold you
that I will say,
accountable.
like, you're the only one that has kept it real and only one that has, regardless of like we're friends or not, you have kept it real the whole time. And I've said that before. Like, MJ has kept it real with me, hasn't lied to me. And you always come with receipts. You always have like the proof in the pudding. Like, I can't do anything about that when it's right in front of my face.
Yeah, and I mean honestly, and that's mostly why I get to the point where like I can't internet with you because of that, because I always get the shit end of the stick. They always work overtime to make me look like the bad fucking person. And I have such a hard time trying to like tolerate that as a truth teller. And like I said, I catch so much fucking heat, but I power through it just so I stay consistent and stay who I am and stay true, even if it means tough love, even if it means that I have to bump faces with people that I love or call my friends. I do it all the time. Like everybody will tell you, you can't tell me what the fuck to do because I stand on the truth. When something needs called out or it's hypocrisy like that, I'm gonna do it. If people are wrong, like don't say I'm bullying somebody. If they did something wrong and it's facts, that's not bullying. That's just bringing awareness and speaking facts. Like I I don't know. Like when it comes to the internet, I worry about you because you get caught up in the shit so easy because you want to have so much faith and trust in people that continuously show you time and time again
Yeah.
they don't give a fuck. And they're easy to throw your business out there. It's easy for them to throw you under the
Well,
bus.
that's what I'm saying. So when she told my business about the, you know what, I was taken back because my first thought was, why would you tell MJ? Like, that was my honest thought. Like, why would you tell MJ out of all people? You know? I don't know. That shocked me because I didn't think she would do that, you know? But I mean, it was out there, so I mean, I talked to you about it and yeah, I was upset and crying. Like, what else am I supposed to do?
Well, it's because she also spun the narrative that she really wasn't trying to be back cool with us. that the only reason she was back around, and she said it on live herself, was to get back at Cherry and Nay. But now she's dating Cherry. So do you see what I mean? Like,
She's dating Nay, not Cherry.
for Nay.
Yeah,
But
sorry.
like, you see how easy it is? Like, it makes no sense. Like, she doesn't fucking tell the truth. Like, there's no truth to it.
No,
She
and
did
that's
that
what I'm saying.
maliciously. She knows that I'm a trustworthy person. She knows that I'm not gonna just go toss some shit out like that, whether I fuck with somebody or not. And I know we've had this conversation, but she knew that that information was safe from live. But then it makes
Right.
me question, does she?
Yeah, so that's what and one thing about me is that I will say when that whole situation happened, you didn't put that on blast and you wouldn't even let me put it on blast. You cut me off. You were like, nope. You shut me down, which is fine because no one needs to know that. But I felt like I needed to tell people because it was out there, you know?
And see, this is where my logic is. So if and me and you, we straight up said it, we don't fuck with each other. If I'm not gonna put your shit out there based off of what was in that text message, she's running with this narrative that I dissected her essay on live. If I'm not gonna do that to Loca, what in the fuck makes you think that I did that to you? Like,
Yeah, I would think that if
she did it in
the
her
way,
own live.
right. And that's what I'm saying. Like if you were going to put my information out there, you would have did all that to hers.
I didn't. Even when she dragged me and Amber and our kids and my niece and all this shit for the better part of 2 weeks, I still never outed anything that I knew about her. None of her struggles, none of her business, nothing. I literally sat quiet. Amber sat quiet while she talked about all this shit on live, and we never said a word until we
And I will
finally said a
say
word.
that when I had my, this last past one where I was live, I will say that you definitely got in contact with my mom, but I will say, I have to put this out there. Nay, Emily and Lilac did try to call the cops and they disregarded me when they came. I don't know if anyone was watching, but when that cop came, I pushed him away and then the other cop gave me the finger. So y'all know how the cops trigger me.
This is what my problem with that is, though. And this is what my problem with some of them, not all of them, the OGs. And I know how you feel about Joanne. We all do. But we all
Yeah.
also know that
Yeah.
Joanne is a direct link to your actual life. We knew this because of what
Right, right,
happened
right, right.
last year. I don't
Yeah.
know how many times I had to scream to these fuckers. The
Thank you,
cops
Caitlin.
aren't going to help. What the only thing the cops are going to do is give her more charges. That's all that comes from that. So
Yes.
I thanked them. Yes, thank you. Thank you for
Right.
calling, trying to get her help. But why did nobody contact the one person that we all fucking knew was a direct link
I
in
don't
real
think they
life?
knew her name, to be honest. I don't like, listen, I don't know. I'm not making excuses. I don't know if they knew her name on here or what. But if you don't really know who she is, then you wouldn't know what her profile looks like.
Well, I'm going to say this. When it happened last year and I was in Georgia on vacation and I was on the phone then trying to get you help,
Right.
Becca, there was a lot of them involved. Becca specifically, she knew the calls I made. She sat in on three-way on some of the calls. So that's what I'm saying. Like the math just, I don't know.
Yeah, so you're
Don't
saying
tell
because she
somebody
was
who gave a
around,
fuck.
so because she was around and didn't know the information now, is that what you're saying? Like she was
Yeah,
around the first time.
she knows
Right.
who the fuck Joanne is. All the OGs do. Every time
Yeah,
you used to be live.
I think they know who she is. I just don't think they knew how to get in contact with her, to be honest.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I'm saying. But I see your point. Like, why didn't you get me more help or try to contact someone directly to my life? I get
None of them
that.
called me. They all knew. They all knew that I had both direct numbers from last year. I never talked about your business. I never told them details about other than you're safe, the kids are safe, yada
Right.
yada, right? Because I didn't feel like even then your personal shit was TikTok business. They
Right.
all knew that I had a direct contact. Do you think that a single person contacted me? I
No, I
didn't.
don't think so.
No, not a single one of them. I didn't know until the next morning when one of my people got a hold of me and said, "Yo, like, she's in a box, something's not right, yada yada." That's how the fuck I knew. Nobody reached out to me.
So I'm being told that she never sat in calls, she said. She said that she never sat in calls. I'm just telling you what I'm being told. That's all.
Is K Dot in here? K Dot,
I
are
don't
you in
know.
here? Because me, Becca, and K Dot were all in three-way calls. They both were up to date, knew that I was trying to contact the sheriff. K Dot, were me, you, and Becca not in three-way calls? And me calling the sheriff last year?
She's talking about, I think she's talking about this last time. We're talking about the very first time, Becca. The very first time with the calls. See, I don't know. This is confusing.
Yeah, K Dot said was. Yeah, so I don't know, Becca, I don't even know why you're watching.
Oh, she said she sat in calls, but not with my mom.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not gonna play. This is the one thing I'm not gonna play the fucking delusional game with her. She created a Discord. There was also, I believe, her main Discord and another Discord where everybody knew that your moms were very much in contact with, and there was updates. So I'm not gonna play her stupid fucking game.
Well,
I'm
I
not.
remember when I was away, you told me that there was like a Discord where you gave very, basic updates.
And Becca was updating her Discord because I was not a part of Becca's Discord. And at one point I got pissed off because I felt like, and that's a whole nother topic, but I left all Discords. I had left all Discords. I have people that can vouch. I was no longer.
Yeah, she's just said she never sat in calls with my mom. She put it on someone's grave.
I never said that she
Or three-way calls with the
Yeah.
mom, with my mom.
No, not with your mom. Three-way calls. It was me, her, K Dot, and I believe at one point maybe the sheriff. I don't know if I did that on three-way or not, but all three of us were in calls while I gave updates. Like,
Yeah,
hey,
see, this is just too much.
Like, hey, I just got off the phone with the sheriff.
Right.
This is what was said. I believe it was actually the detective, like the head of the station.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
Like she knew all this. And K Dot's in here.
So this is getting mixed up. Like, I think the time frames are getting mixed up from this time, like this past recent time, and then a year ago.
Yeah.
So
well, my thing with that is I don't believe a fucking word Becca says because she can't tell the truth to save her fucking life. And I'm not trying to put you in the middle of that. All I'm saying is,
yeah, I'm trying just to. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. No, I get it, but
I'm just trying to understand. That's all. Like, I'm just trying to understand. I understand this past recent time, Nay called the cops, and when the cops came out, they disregarded me. They don't really know much about mental health, so that's why they let me go. And then, boom, there was like another instance where the cops came, and I was still on live talking, and then the next day, boom, I got 302'd.
Yeah. Well, the other thing is she was also,
I'm grateful for.
I don't know if she was in the chats the night before, but I'm pretty sure the screenshots I have, and maybe somebody in the chat can confirm, she was definitely in the T-Page chat talking about, oh yeah, we've known Loca for years. We've got her while you were in the fucking panel. None of them joined the panel. Now, I don't know if they weren't letting people up because I know when I tried to join, I got muted and blocked. And I know that other people from over here got muted and blocked when we were trying to say, like, yo, help is on the way. Could you please, like, drop her? And even after the cops showed up, they didn't drop you.
No, yeah, I was on there. Like, they let me. And like I said, I didn't know that T-Page was broadcasting my whole thing.
Yeah, Cole. Yeah, even Cole went over there. I believe when they gave your mom the ultimatum, it was during that same live. Even Cole went over there and cussed out that T-Page. My entire chat.
That's what I'm saying.
That T-Page.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I really, and I hate using this word, ops, right? It's like the ops were doing what they were trying to help me, even though of all the shitty things that I've done to y'all, and I will address that a different time. I still want to thank everybody for trying. It gets me emotional. Because I do appreciate everyone trying to get me help.
And I gave flowers where they were due. I talked to you about the conversation I had with Lilac. I believe I never had a conversation with M, but I do believe that she was one of the ones that came forward. Katie ended up coming over here and getting a box and saying that she tried to call. I thanked her Like, there were people that came forward. It bothered me that some of the day ones, especially the one that we were most closest to, which is Becca, she was very in the loop. Me and Becca were very close when the last time happened. Becca, out of everybody, was very much in the loop, as well as Baby G. It was basically me, Becca, and Baby G that had the most information, but there was even stuff that I withheld from them because I respected your mom's wishes. There's shit that I never shared. There's shit about you that I would never share. Like,
I know, and I felt like, so when you had that live with my mom, I didn't know also that T-Page was basically giving my mom an ultimatum, like, if you need to come here and address this or I'm not deleting that. Like, what kind of sick person tries to get, like, what? I don't even know what he was trying to do. Like, what, is this entertainment for y'all that my mental health is, like, crashing?
it was. That's why I brought up Phoenix too, because